Episode 56. Nikki looks a little bit lost, doesn't she? What's wrong, Nikki? Get lost in the scary castle at night? Don't worry, I'll remind you what we're here for. We're about to follow Livy into some deep dark abyss. Palace, apparently? Or to figure out what exactly her deal is. Apparently, even she doesn't remember.
Right. The sun's coming up.
No, Momo. The sun isn't coming up. It's gonna be nighttime forever. At least while we're doing this whole Halloween-themed event. So apparently the palace is underneath the castle. I'm not sure how that works out, but that's how it is. That's what we'll be doing this episode.
Livy, are you still there? She's usually so docile, but when it comes to finding Faylene, she sure can run fast. Nikki, we should hurry on ahead too. Maybe we'll bump into her around the corner.
So as part of this event, they created an entirely new dungeon. I think that should be the proper term for these dungeons, where there's like a checklist of however many whim stars and dews of inspiration you can get. It'd be nice if they could add something like this in everything, or in every update. But then last update they did the entire firework aisles, which is like way more than a dungeon. This is pretty small compared to that. But I tend to like these dungeons because they've got a certain style to them. Like that. Look at that style. The platforming challenges they offer don't tend to be really much of anything. But they tend to have pretty interesting sights. This is pretty nice. How's the sunlight coming through? I guess Momo was right, it is daytime. Even this deep underground or whatever. Oh, they rotate. Alright, that activates that door. And this is the optional direction, obviously. Gonna have to be careful for dew. As usual. It's been a while since I was in a dungeon like this, after the main story. Obviously there weren't any. Gotta re-hone my senses for this kind of thing. Which means turning around my camera every time I go to a door, or jump over a platform, or even just backtracking if I feel like I didn't explore an area enough. Any dew here? I think we're good. Some of these dungeons can be pretty large, some of them smaller than the others. Since this one was included in an update, I'm not sure. Could go either way. Could be they don't have the resources to make a large dungeon, or that they want to make a large dungeon because it's the only content you get for a while. Well, look at that. Isn't that a sight? I'm probably going to get a cutscene that I'm going to use as the thumbnail pretty soon. But just in case. This is a pretty good contender, isn't it? How about this? Kind of feeling the air or something? That seems about good. Kind of don't like all of those mobs here for the photo. So I'm going to kill them. Oh no. Can we not go back? No, I'm sure we'll be fine. Alright. Get rid of these. Also, elements like this I don't really like in the photos. It just gives that sense of OCD, don't they? That they're there in the photo, just forever unable to be picked up or something. That's all the enemies, right? Those blings might show up in the photo, but maybe they're beyond the draw distance, and it's a good thing I came back. Would have missed these. Okay. Good. The blings don't show up. We'll stand right here, as we did last time. Get Nikki into her graceful pose. And something like this. Get her nice and big on the screen. If it's a thumbnail, then it's going to be pretty small, an image, usually. So we want the characters nice and big on the screen to come out in the small image. Yeah, this is about good. Just wait for the right pose and... Actually, which one do I want? I don't actually have to wait for the right pose, I can just manually select it. Let's see. Hand outstretched. That's pretty good. Or more closely inspecting her own hand. It doesn't really matter. Let's just pick one. We'll go with hand outstretched, I've decided. It usually takes me this long whenever creating thumbnails for the videos. They tend to be the longest part of editing the videos, actually. It's so easy to just cut things up after I've recorded things and then upload them, but the longest part always ends up being just little things like that. Picking a screenshot or something. If I go out of my way to choose something that will be almost definitely the thumbnail during the video itself, then I don't have to worry about doing that later while I'm editing. Any do? Oh.
Don't grab me, don't bite me, don't find me.
Oh, we gotta...
Nikki, I think I hear a familiar voice. Could it be Investigator Locke?
Yeah, I didn't have auto on. There we go.
How did he get in here? The voice seems to be coming from that bear plushie. Let's check it out.
Yeah, so as expected, he got grabbed by the ghoulies.
Investigator Locke?
Get away, stupid Essling! Huh? Is that Nikki? Praise the gods! I finally found someone alive! Wait a minute, why aren't you a bear?
Why would I be a bear? Investigator Locke, what happened to you?
What? Speak up! I can't hear you!
I said, what happened to you, Investigator Locke?
It's all because of the Queen's song. The night I got to the ruins, it started playing. And before I knew it, I blacked out. Luckily, I had a feeling the song was dangerous, so I stuffed cotton in my ears. That helped me keep some of my senses. Otherwise, I'd be stuck in the ballroom, playing violin day and night like the other bears.
So Queen Philomia turned people into bear plushies just to play violin? Why the violin?
Oh, not just violins. There are all kinds of instruments. She kept talking about preparing a grand ceremony for her sister's coming of age. Something about a promise. But her sister, Queen Olivia, passed away centuries ago. How could she possibly come to this forsaken place for a ceremony?
Okay, yeah. I was wondering why there was such a similarity between, what is it, Philomia and whatever Olivia keeps saying. Olivia, Livy, Philomia, whatever the other one was. Got it.
So the curse and the eerie song at night were just the Queen's preparations for her sister's coming of age ceremony? I heard Queen Philomia was a ruthless tyrant, even cruel to her own family. Why would she plan a ceremony for a sister who's long gone?
What did you say? If this keeps up, my voice is gonna give out.
I wonder why a ghost queen would still want to prepare a coming-of-age ceremony for her sister!
Great line read. Props to the voice actor. I love it.
Oh, I heard that! Who knows? Maybe her brain's gone rusty after a few hundred years. I just saw a wind-up doll clunking toward the ballroom. Judging by the noise, its gears must be rusting too.
It must be Livy. Looks like all the answers are with the queen. We need to find her.
Wait, how did you even get in here? Can you help me get out of this cursed place?
Nikki explained.
Guess you don't have time for me right now. Don't worry. I'll just hide here and wait for you to come back. Just be careful. Queen Philomea's a tyrant among tyrants. Who knows what the ballroom holds for you?
We will. Thanks for the info, Investigator Locke. We'll rescue everyone and uncover the truth behind all this.
Don't worry, Locke. Even if you never transform back, this is a good look for you. I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't mind becoming this thing. Or something. So yeah, before that cutscene accosted us, we're outside. How crazy. Momo was right, it's daytime. Again, saying that. But seriously. We jumped down into the abyss and now we're outside. How'd we get here? I mean, like, obviously magic, but still. What exactly is this? Is this like a different time, or... there's that statue again from the palace courtyard, or the castle courtyard. This is the palace, two different places, apparently. So is this place supposed to be a representation of, like, I don't know, the old palace? Or like the castle or something, or... Physically, where is this? Other than just under the castle. Because apparently this is the place where the queen and the royal family and all of that lived back in the day or something. That wouldn't just mean that they lived under the castle, where we are in Mirrorland. Did this place get, like, transported or something? I had trouble locking onto that guy. Or did we get transported to the palace by going through that abyssal cloud or whatever? This is actually more open than the other dungeons are usually. This one... Well, yeah, the other dungeons are typically pretty linear. And there's this large courtyard for this one. Which just means it's going to be harder to find all of the dew. Where does that one go? Which door does that open? All the way over there. Gotcha. First a perimeter check. Then we can work our way inside. Well, we'll do the left perimeter first and the right side. Not gonna go all the way around. And done. So can those stuffed bears move, like after they get transformed into them? Because if you can still move, it wouldn't be all that terrible a fate, I guess. It sounded like he stuffed some plush into his ears, he said, so that means he could move, even though he wasn't moving when we were talking to him. Again, probably just budget constraints for animating things in this game. Or rather, time constraints, more like. Same thing. Here we are. And that makes 2. 1 more in the dungeon, and 14 more do. Ah, over there. I was wondering where the hole in the ceiling was. Just had to look up. Nothing else up here, it seems. Would I actually prefer this to be the thumbnail? Damn. This is the problem. There's always a better sight to see, isn't there? You know, just in case. Get in the sunlight and... we'll go just for the same composition we had last time. Make it quick. I promise. I promise myself I'll make it quick. Which one was it again? No, it wasn't a turn, it was a grace. Big on the screen, pointed upwards, and trying to get the entire dress. A shot. A little bit more. If we zoom out too much, we can't angle the camera upwards enough, so more like this then. Again, the camera's running into the floor. I have to do this. Okay, just about there. And hand outstretched. Or maybe I prefer this. Yeah, I think that one. Now I've got 2 to choose from. Which will actually just make my editing process for the video even longer if I have to choose between multiple options, but that's fine. I'm trying to get quicker at that. Just gonna have to discipline myself to take only a few minutes to edit each video. That's really all it should take. I guess there isn't really anything else on the right side. Alright, hope I got all the do. Now is there an even better sight behind these doors that I want to make the thumbnail? Not quite. I mean, it's all pretty, but still. Doesn't quite compare to that huge courtyard or that huge gaping abyss room. Ah. Diligence pays off. And in here? No do. Think that's it for this room? Okay. I was about to comment how much I like that hallway. Well, I can't see it anymore. Okay, that scared me.
Every tune, every phrase, every chord in this song keeps playing through the days.
Huh. Who was that talking just now? And what were they saying? Something about recording the song or something? More people transformed into bears, I guess. Not very animated. I'm mainly breaking these boxes to see if there's any dew hidden behind them. They sometimes do that. Alright, so these are gonna break, huh? Understood. That's what this platform is, or rather, this game mechanic is. These platforms are for this mechanic of making you move quickly on the platforms. They're just kind of stylish in a way. These glass cases for the trapped servants or whatever. No do. The doll gallery. I like those windows. That is pretty good thumbnail material, but we don't need it, right? I mean, the white dress and the color on those stained glass, the light filtering in, just kind of looks good, you know? But it's fine, I have enough choices already. Some people are trapped here forever because they've been cursed and transformed into doll servants or something. I'd be trapped here forever just for trying to pick a thumbnail. I was just thinking right now, I never did actually go back and get those fragrances from the firework vials, so I'm just kind of stuck with this basic one. I have the sketch for a fragrance, but I'm missing the material from an enemy that you can only kill at the firework aisles. So this is all I get. Apparently there are like a bunch of different combinations you can do, but I've just made it this far into the game without any of that. Obviously you don't need it, but just feels like I'm missing out on something flashy or something. Oh, we've got lore even. Okay. Yeah, we can stop for lore. Just let me look around a bit. That's all there is here. And actually it looks like there's just one more collection of dew in a group of 3 or something. Probably somewhere in this room. That means we're near the end of the dungeon. Music techniques and inspiration. Or, not music techniques, it's music techniques and inspiration. On the flyleaf is written, "To my dear Feline." Right, Feline, that's what... What's her name? Levi? Yeah, Levi kept on saying, right? Or it was rather Philene, which is kind of weird. Which is different from Philomene... Was it Philomena? Whatever. Are they 2 different people? I'm pretty sure they're the same person, right? Anyway. This book, written in vivid and meticulous prose, explores the lives of renowned musicians from around the world, and delves into the sources of their musical inspiration. It provides a comprehensive overview of music theory, an analysis of creative techniques, and seeks to ignite a deep passion for music in its readers. There are numerous annotations throughout the pages, with ink markings both old and new, indicating that this book has been studied and cherished for at least several decades. From older ink marks, a child's eager handwriting reads, "So if I master music theory and techniques, I can summon musical inspiration at will. Maybe I can use the stories of Mother's travels to distant lands in her youth as an inspiration for my music. Would Mother like it?" In more recent hurried handwriting, a single note remains. This is useless. More recent hurried handwriting, huh? Is this like many years later from a child? I guess they couldn't exactly summon inspiration like they wanted to. Probably doesn't work that way. Now where's that last do? Really hope I didn't miss it earlier in the dungeon. That would be annoying. I really doubt it's behind that door. At this point, we can maybe only hope it's behind that door. Can't lock on something... There we go. I thought the angle was too bad for it to be, like, slightly below us that it can't lock on. Guess I just have to face the right direction. Okay, do we have dew? Damn.
You've finally come, Livy.
Livy? No, I'm not...
And she trapped us, away from the dew. Great. And here we go, the other preview for the other outfit.
Hundreds of years later, and you finally came. The promised coming-of-age ceremony. Do you like it, Livy?
No, I'm not the one you're waiting for. I'm not Livy.
Yet you have her aura. How is that possible?
I'm not sure what kind of aura you're talking about. My name is Nikki. We're here to...
Enough! Liar!
Queen, she's gone mad. Nikki, run!
Maybe the dew's here?
She got all mixed up, and now she's blaming us for it.
How could Livy be the Queen's sister? Or maybe...
No time for that, Nikki. We gotta get out of here before the whole place collapses.
Oops. Okay, we can take a quick moment to pause, just for this. I think in cutscenes... Here it is. The music is slightly different from what it is in the overworld. Maybe this will be better? Yeah.
Be grateful that I, Philomia, Queen of Heartcraft, will be the last person you ever see in your life. This song, so familiar.
It sounds like Livy's voice.
Ah, and then a loading screen. Okay. Guess that means, yeah, we're back in the overworld.
This song, I wrote it with my sister when we were imprisoned in the palace. The memories, they're rushing back. Everything is spinning.
Are you all right?
It's you, young stylist. I mistook you for my sister, and for that, I apologize. Your voice, your mannerisms, they're so much like hers. Even now, with my blurry vision, it's hard to tell you apart.
You can't see clearly? Is it because of the poison?
It seems you've heard my story, and I've also realized why you're here. Since I woke, my sight and hearing have felt muffled, and all I recall from the past is that coming-of-age ceremony.
You've forgotten so much, but you still remember your sister's ceremony. It must have meant a lot to you.
I missed so many of her birthdays. That one time, I was ready to go. I'd prepared a surprise. But still, I didn't make it.
Everyone in Florawish hears the same song coming from the ruins every night. That must have been the surprise you planned for her, right?
You're insightful. No one knew about it. Not even Olivia. Back then, it was her favorite piece of music. I had planned to sing it for her after the ceremony, out on the palace balcony. But alas.
Even though Olivia didn't hear the song, she must have felt it. Also, you called your sister Olivia, but earlier at the banquet, you called me Livy. Are they the same person? What about Livy the doll?
Livy was Olivia's nickname, the one that we used in private. The dolls were named after the two of us.
Okay, so then Philene is Philomea's nickname? That's not really... I mean, doesn't seem like a nickname to me. And you pronounce the Phi part differently. Philene and Philomena. Kinda weird.
Doll Livy was a gift from me to Olivia, and Philene was her gift in return.
Philene. Just sounds weird to me. Every time.
For a very long time, it was only the dolls who stayed by our sides.
That's why Livy the doll knows so much about the people and things in the ruins. No wonder.
So, Philene is your nickname?
Yes, but it's been ages since anyone has called me that.
Philene. Is she responding to you?
Okay. That's just a little weird thing of the game, like playing on the PS5 or something, but the weird frame rate on just the model as that doll was moving was actually genuinely a bit weird. Almost creepy.
Master longs to see Philene once more, to hold Philene once more, to sing together with Philene once more.
Did you come all the way to the palace just to tell me this?
Find Philene, miss Philene. Master and Livy's wish is to be with Philene again. Master sealed the palace to protect Philene. Master wanted Philene rest forever. Master will never forget.
You're the only one who would say that to me, Livy. Well, unfortunately, time does not move in reverse. all things fade away eventually. However, perhaps it's time for me to let go as well. Nikki, Livy, thank you. I've been adrift in chaos for centuries, and it was you who showed me my waiting wasn't in vain. You've awakened me. About the bear plushies in the ruins, I sincerely apologize. I'll ensure they're returned home safely, with the best compensation I can give.
Wait, compensation? You've got, like, assets as a ghost? Okay.
The truth is out now. But honestly, I still feel a heavy weight in my heart.
That was so moving. I think I'm going to cry. Hey, Tears, you stay inside. I'm warning you.
Don't be sad. Meeting you might have been fate's plan all along. You helped give my story the perfect ending. That song you sang earlier, would you sing it again? Thank you, Nikki. I'll be here, watching over your journey. May you shine for ages untold, forever radiant as a timeless song.
Who would have thought the Queen's curse was hiding a story like this? Nikki, let's hurry back to the Stylist Guild and tell everyone the truth.
Okay, we'll do that, Momo. I assure you. We're definitely going to do that in a second. First of all, just because I saw these in the cutscene, kept on bothering me, them in the background. I think there were more in the cutscene, but I can't see them right now, so out of sight, out of mind. Now before we go back to the Stylist Guild, gotta go back for those due. Here we go again. Hey, wait a second. Does this work in dungeons? It's not grayed out. Okay. For a second there, I thought this was going to be a fun game. Never mind. I mean, I understand why, but it'd be pretty hard to even platform that motorcycle through this room, but it'd be a pretty fun challenge. I mean, you get some pretty decent height out of the jump from the motorcycle. Not a lot of maneuverability in the air, though. It'd just be a fun little challenge coming back here to collect, or while collecting everything that I missed, to try to navigate my way through using a motorcycle. What a stupid idea. I wish they did it. What could those last three be? I'm not being very thorough in these beginning areas. I'm pretty sure it's not here. This is the room that I'm worried about. But I still feel like it's not in this room. Luckily all of the doors are already open. Glad I don't have to do that again. Now this room... We did get 3 from here somewhere, but... Are there more places I could check? I don't think so. It's around here that I think it might be. Definitely not here.
Every beat, every note, every tune, every phrase.
What is that noise anyway?
This song
Or what are they saying, rather? Guess I'd have an easier time making out what they're talking about if I didn't talk over it myself. obviously. Okay, so this room. I feel like it should be this room, right? The 3 that I missed, maybe? They weren't over there, pretty sure. Ah, here we go. Okay. Alright. That's done. We can just leave now, right? And back here. Now before we go teleporting off to the Stardust Guild, I guess I should have done this right after the cutscene, but let's send off the Queen with a little farewell gift or something. First time I'm using this ability. Let's see how it works. Standing here. And then a rainbow appears... Where? Where's the rainbow? Oh, there it is. Wish my camera was facing that way when I did it, but that's fine. Does doing it again turn off the rainbow? Oh, you can't do it again. I'm pretty sure it just goes away at nighttime based on the tutorial. So it's just kind of there now, huh? Cool. And back to Florawish. Oh, does this music play when you put up the rainbow? This isn't the normal Florawish music. Or is this related to the quest? I'm gonna choose to believe it's related to the rainbow.
What's happening in the ruins? That rumbling is so scary. I hope Nikki and Momo aren't hurt.
Don't worry. They're not just anyone. They'll be fine.
Captain Haya's right. Nikki and I are far from ordinary.
Dada, Captain Haya, we're back. Ah, you're finally back. Oh, Wishing One, today is truly a good day.
Glad to see you're safe. Did you find anything?
Momo and I are both fine, and we've uncovered everything.
Nikki told them.
It was all about her sister's, Queen Olivia's, grand coming-of-age ceremony? I wasn't expecting that.
So the stories of people turning into bear plushies and getting pulled into the ruins weren't just rumors.
That's right. If it wasn't for Investigator Locke, we wouldn't have learned this either.
I see.
I get it now, too. Just before you got back, the guards reported that the missing people had suddenly reappeared in their homes. At first, we didn't know what had happened, but it appears that the Queen sent them back.
I also heard they brought back some treasures. Royal items from long ago. It must have been the Queen's way of compensating them.
Ah, I see. The ghost's assets. That makes sense.
What really gets me is how everyone believed the two queens were enemies, when that clearly wasn't true.
There's been so much misunderstanding in Florawish. Now could be the perfect time to clear things up.
I agree. They were sisters who deeply cared for each other, not enemies. It's time for everyone to know the truth. I agree. If her heart wasn't still tied to the past, how could she remain so devoted to that promise after all these centuries?
That's so touching. I think I'm going to cry.
Momo, are you going to cry every time they're brought up? Please, keep it together.
I suppose we won't be hearing the song in the ruins anymore.
I wonder if there will ever be a chance to hear the Queen's song again.
Huh? That was an abnormal ending. Normally that just narrates whatever is happening, well, whatever they don't want to animate. Didn't really read all of that out loud, or rather, I couldn't. Those always scroll by automatically, even with auto turned off. But I got the gist of it. And we're done. Eerie season is over. Now that there's a rainbow hanging above the sky, it's no longer eerie. Halloween is no more. It was never Halloween to begin with, though. Now what do I do with the remaining time in the episode? Well, first of all, let's see whatever we got here. Bunch of diamonds, even more diamonds. This is all for doing that one dungeon, I guess. Got some kind of card? Yeah, for the profile. I think we're good with the current one. Though this one might be nice. Maybe we have a look at that real quick. No, wait, it would be here. Where is there? How's that look? Not terrible, but I'm not going to change it. Alright, next. I guess there are still a bunch of quests that we haven't even touched yet, didn't even realize. And wouldn't you know it, there are prerequisites all abound. Well, damn. Luckily these two are the same prerequisite, it seems. And actually, no, they're all three. All three of them are the same prerequisite, thank goodness. How about this one? Different prerequisite, okay. This one we can take. And this prerequisite is just for this part of it. The photo investigation. So yeah, they introduced all those NPCs during the quest here, and I thought that they were kind of, well, underutilized, but it seems like based on this ghost reappearing, we're going to be running into those NPCs again. The ghost and the sword and the cat and all of them? Maybe. Maybe not. And there's this thing. Eluciboom Deaths. Just a bunch of platforming challenges? Seems like it. What else have we unlocked here? I see. More of these photo things. The ones from the main quest. Oh, it actually used my photo. Ah, right. I guess it saved this one even though I deleted it. No, wait. It didn't. This is a backup photo taken by Momo, I see. Because I deleted the photo, they replaced it. Yeah, I just realized I wasn't wearing this outfit. Kind of funny, this whole backup photo thing. Just seeing this is like, well, it's informative in the way the game works. How it saves data from the photos and uses them for this kind of thing. Because a lot of photos are taken automatically, but they just get added to your album automatically. It's interesting, it's all. Anyway. I guess we get the other photos from the side quests, I assume. Unlocked a lot of things here. Always scrolling through these menus is difficult. Alright, anything that we missed in, like, the dungeon? Wait. Collect all the Wimp Stars and Dews of Inspiration in the cavern of the Queen's Palace ruins. Didn't we do that? Is that a different place? The Queen's Palace ruins. It doesn't mean, like, do it all in one run, does it? 6 materials from 6 legendary creatures. I can do that, but I'd have to, like, wait another day. Hang on. What is this dungeon called? It should show up here. Queen Philomena's Palace Ruins Underground Entrance. Or rather, Queen Philomena's Palace is what it's called. And this was looking for... Queen's Palace Ruins. That's kind of the same thing. And yet I didn't unlock it. Well, whatever. And we got the full moon. I remember doing that. I did that on purpose. Now, do we have enough for this outfit? We do. The rest of it is just like bonus stuff, and we'll get that eventually. Let's unlock it. It's a 3-star, but it's a pretty good 3-star. I would call it a 4-star myself. Dream Chaser. And while we maybe take care of some of these other objectives before the event ends, maybe we swap into that one. Let's see. Replace this slot. And by the way, they added like extra slots. I think I complained about this in a previous episode, that there were only 4 slots. Guess a lot of people thought the same thing, so they added more slots. 7 is a pretty good number, I think. Let's actually check. And maybe... How do I zoom out? There we go. Change the time of day. Yeah, I like that. And then... Any makeup? Nah, don't always need makeup. We'll go with this, for the remaining adventures. Looking cool, Nikki. Really. This is really like a 4-star outfit, I swear. Where do they get off calling this a 3-star? Alright, first thing we want to do. Let's just go down the list, starting... Well... Not the quests. I'm wondering what this is. Some kind of challenge thing? I see, just more platforming through space, this kind of thing. What exactly is the entrance to this, first of all? Is the only entrance like... No, wait, it would be here. Is it similar to what they had for the Starlight Festival or whatever it's called? And the way that you got up to that platforming hub section or whatever was through a flying paper crane. For this one, the entrance is apparently probably somewhere in the castle, I guess. Oh, nope. That's weird. There's no lore reason for this existing. There was like a lore reason for the existence of the Starlight Festival or whatever. This realm of Phantom Blossoms, I guess you just access through a menu. A little weird. Alright, just more platforming. Do we have to fight these? I'm going to assume not. This one is actually pretty sizable, it seems. Goes on for a while. And they got new music, too. There's no challenge to the, I guess what you might call combat in this game. But you might be able to speed things up if you got those other abilities, wouldn't you? The fragrances and all that. Music is pretty good though. I like how it's layered. Damn. We couldn't one-cycle it. Alright, if that was level 1, I can only imagine the other ones are pretty long themselves. Although it only took, I was gonna say 90 seconds, but... Was this maybe 2 minutes? Man, that's a lot of them. It doesn't matter though. Okay. Might actually take a while to get through all of these, so definitely not in this episode. We can at least do maybe one more. So left to do for this event, before I stop my recording, or rather recording session, it's probably just a few more things. These platforming quests will fit into the beginning of next episode. This is like a new enemy. Seems kind of weird. There we go. Can only attack when it opens the mouse. And it's locking on to the other enemies, making this very annoying for me. Okay. Now that'll be problematic. Don't I have like an item or something? Are we not allowed to use items? Oh wait, there it is. This is like the first time I'm ever using an item. If I am even allowed to. Okay, you can't actually change your items here. Or you're just not allowed to use items? I guess the items truly are useless then. Well, I guess I didn't even really need them. Shouldn't be any more enemies from here until the end. Oh, never mind. I'm actually gonna have to learn how to deal with these things. So when does it actually have a weak point? Obviously when it does that. But after it rolls, when is it vulnerable? Okay, right there, bud. Nope, that's not vulnerable. You're kidding. Wow. What a terrible way to go. I actually hate that. I hate that I couldn't use any items, and that it killed me in that way. I should have just stayed on that pillar. I'm so angry, I'm just going to end the episode right now. Nikki, do you have some kind of angry emote? Point at it. Point at it angrily. Express my anger by pointing at this level menacingly. While I simmer down, now would be a good time to take a break.